The forest breathes, glowing softly in the dark. Every leaf shimmers, every sound whispers a memory. But beneath the light, something stirs, something hungry, something waiting. Pandora is alive, and she remembers everything. The screen fades into a wide, endless view of Pandora. Floating mountains drift through the clouds like silent giants. Rivers shimmer with blue light, flowing like veins through a living world. The music is soft, gentle, almost sacred. A single voice, deep and calm, begins to speak. Once, this was paradise. A place where life moved in rhythm with the heartbeat of Eywa. The camera glides over the forests of glowing trees. Tiny insects made of light swirl through the air like sparks. We see Navi children playing in the shallows, their laughter echoing across the water. Sully stands at a distance, watching them, a quiet smile on his face. Neytiri kneels nearby, her hands resting on the roots of an ancient tree, whispering a prayer to the spirits, but the peace feels fragile. The camera slows. The sound fades. Somewhere far away, a faint rumble rolls through the sky, thunder that does not belong to the weather. The voice returns, softer now, almost like a memory. The air once smelled of rain. Now it smells of smoke. A leaf drifts to the ground, burning at its edges. The music changes, a deep note, slow and heavy, like the world is holding its breath. Animals lift their heads. The forest goes quiet. We see flashes, distant lights on the horizon, flickers of fire cutting through the dark. The glow of engines far above the clouds. They say every world has its cycle, the voice whispers. Growth, peace, decay, and rebirth. But this time, the balance is breaking. The camera pulls back to reveal Pandora from space, a glowing blue world with a spreading red scar across its surface. The last sound we hear is a deep, echoing pulse, the heartbeat of Pandora slowing, trembling. Then silence. When the forest sleeps, the voice fades, the fire wakes. From the calm skies above Pandora, a low hum builds into a roar. Shadows streak across the clouds, metal ships cutting through the night like blades. The stars fade behind the glare of engines. Then the first fire falls, a blast tears through the forest canopy. The ground trembles. Blue light vanishes beneath waves of orange flame. Trees that once glowed with life burn in silence, their ashes drifting like black snow. The camera moves through the chaos, animals running, Navi warriors shouting, the world cracking open. They came back, the voice says, steady but filled with sorrow. Not for peace. Not for balance. They came for revenge. The humans have returned, stronger, colder, and no longer afraid. We see their armor glinting under the firelight, their helmets reflecting Pandora's dying glow. Colonel Quaritch steps out of the smoke, his avatar body towering, eyes burning with fury. This time, he growls, we finish what we started. Explosions echo across the plains. The sea turns red with reflection. Metkaina villages crumble under the force of the new invasion. The once clear waters boil as machines rise from beneath, drilling deep into the ocean floor. The forests scream, not in words, but in the groaning sound of life being torn apart. Sully runs through the chaos, shouting for his family. Neytiri draws her bow, eyes fierce with firelight. Every arrow she releases burns with rage, each one carrying a promise. Pandora will not fall quietly. The camera cuts between battle and memory, laughter from the past, smoke in the present. Children's faces fade into fire. The soundtrack swells with the sound of drums, each beat echoing the rhythm of war. They think they can burn a world, the voice whispers, growing stronger. But they forget, fire gives birth to light. As the flames spread, a single Navi child looks up at the sky, her reflection glowing in the inferno. In her eyes we see not fear, but defiance. The music cuts to silence again. All that remains is the sound of crackling embers and the slow beat of Pandora's heart. The war has returned, the voice concludes, and this time the fire fights back. Out of the smoke, something moves. The screen glows with ember light, not from machines, but from within the forest itself. The camera follows footsteps across blackened soil. Every step leaves behind a spark. From the ashes, figures begin to emerge, tall, fierce, their skin marked with glowing red lines that pulse like molten rivers beneath their flesh. These are the Flame Clan, born from fire, shaped by loss. When the forest burned, the voice says softly, they did not hide. They listened to the fire's song. Flames twist around them, not as enemies, but as allies. They wear armor made from cooled lava and bones of fallen beasts. Their eyes glow gold like the heart of a volcano. A Navi woman, their leader, stands before a burning tree, raising her hands toward the sky. Fire curls around her arms but does not burn. Her voice echoes across the valley. We are not the ashes. We are the spark. The scene cuts to Jake and Neytiri arriving at the edge of this scorched land. They watch as the Flame Clan trains in silence, arrows dipped in burning resin, blades forged from volcanic rock. Sparks scatter in the wind like fireflies. The leader steps forward. Her name is Sarah, Keeper of Flame. You fear the fire, she tells Jake, but we were born in it. Jake nods, his eyes heavy with understanding. The drums begin, slow, deep, ancient. Dozens of Navi gather in a circle as the clans unite under the eclipse's blood-red light. Flames rise high, and for the first time, the heat feels alive, not as destruction, but as strength. The fire takes, the voice continues, but it also gives. It gives courage. It gives rebirth. The montage surges, boughs ignite, banshees soar through smoke-filled skies. Warriors leap into the air, their war cries echoing like thunder. Sparks turn to stars above them, dot in a single, breathtaking moment. Pandora itself seems to answer. The winds roar. The ground trembles, and Eywa's energy flows through the fire, binding every Navi heart as one. From the ashes of the old world, the voice declares, a new tribe rises. A new war begins. And this time, Pandora burns with purpose. The night fades into a deep, smoky dawn. The fires that once devoured Pandora now glow like veins of light across the land. Ash falls softly, blanketing the earth like snow. The camera drifts through the ruins. Blackened trees stand like monuments of memory. Rivers steam as they cool, and in the silence, something begins to grow. When the world burns, the voice says, low and steady, it remembers how to breathe again. Tiny green shoots push through the ash. Flowers bloom in the cracks of charred stone. Life, fragile but determined, begins to reclaim what was lost. The music starts with a single note, soft, uncertain, then builds with every heartbeat. The Flame Clan stands beside the Water Tribe, the Sky People, and the Forest Navi. All tribes united, their faces painted with the colors of fire and hope. Jake Sully looks out across the horizon, his eyes hard but alive. Neytiri stands at his side, bow drawn, her hair flickering in the wind. Behind them, Sarah raises her flaming spear high into the air. Pandora does not die, she shouts. She transforms. The drums begin again, faster, louder. Warriors mount their banshees. The sky ignites in a dance of light and flame. They soar through pillars of smoke, arrows blazing like comets. Below, the humans prepare for their final assault. Machines rolling across blackened fields, lights glowing red in the mist. The two forces meet in silence before the storm. Then, impact. The battle explodes like a heartbeat. Fire and water collide. Metal screens. The sky flashes white. Every cut, every frame, feels alive, as if Pandora herself is fighting back. The voice grows fierce now. They came to destroy, but they awaken something greater. Images flash in rhythm, Neytiri leading the charge, Jake clashing with Quirch once more, the Flame Clan raining fire from above. A child Navi, glowing with both ember and light, touches the earth. Her small hand leaves behind a trail of golden roots. The storm clears. The camera rises high above Pandora. What was once a planet of flame now shimmers with new life, red, blue, gold, and green merging together like breath and heartbeat. When the fire fades, the voice whispers, softer now. A new world rises. The music swells one last time, heroic, emotional, unstoppable. Title appears on screen. Avatar 3, Fire and Ash, December 19th, 2025. The final image lingers, a single glowing flower blooming from black soil. Pandora burns, the voice fades, but her spirit never dies.